Hi friends, it's Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I've got these tags that I made using the Maker Forte Window to Winter stamp set. I think making these tags, especially during this holiday season, is super important. Whether you're using a gift bag or just wrapping your presents, adding a little bit something homemade, I think adds a sweet touch. Now this stamp set doesn't come with a matching die cut, so I'm going to be using my brother's scan and cut to cut these out, and I'm going to add just a small little circle at the very top of each one of these globes so that I have somewhere to punch a hole to add the twine. Now this really is a great set. There are lots of different scenes that you can make your snow globe with. I decided to go with a very traditional snow globe. So I'm going to use just the snowbank and I'm going to stamp it, this first one with the bear. Now in hindsight, I should have done it backwards. I should have stamped the bear first and then got over it with and done the snowbank afterwards. But I don't think anybody's going to notice a difference because sometimes handmade isn't perfect. Now for this next snow globe, I'm going to go ahead and use that snowbank again. And this time I'm stamping the little snowman family, I guess you could say. I think they're just really cute and kind of a traditional snow globe look to me. Now to do my masking, I'm just using a full stick Post-it note. I got a pack of them, a big pack of them on Amazon a few years ago. For small things like this, I prefer to use these Post-it notes. It's a little less wasteful than using a full sheet of a masking paper. And for this last snow globe, I'm just going to stamp the winter greetings sentiment in Altenew Heartbeat Red. It's a Christmas red. That's all I can say about it. It's just a pretty Christmas red. Now I'm going to get through the coloring pretty quickly here on these tags. I've added the Copic markers, which ones I've used, up at the top right of the screen, but there's no special coloring. I'm not doing a lot of different layers. I'm using just 3 colors on each blend. So, and again, if you've ever watched any of my videos or seen any of my blog posts, I always go the light color first, then I go with the medium color, then my darkest, back over with my medium, and then I blend it back out with my lightest color. And here for the snowbank, I'm just going to be using the 2 blues, and then, I don't know, I just always felt that snow always has a little bit of a purple hue to it, so I am adding a little bit of the BV000 just to give it a little bit more of a snowy look. Now before I finish coloring, I wanted to go ahead and do a mask of this bear because I decided at the last minute that I was going to add the snow flurries to the background of this stamp, but I don't want to stamp over the bear. So I just, again, using my Post-it note, I just cut out the outline of the bear and don't need to do the bottom, just the top. And I want to do a light stamp of these snow flurries. So I do what's called a second generation stamping, where I stamp it off my page first, and so when I stamp on, it's just a lighter blend. I don't have a real dark blue because I just want it to be a light hint of the blue because it'll dry a little bit lighter. So I went ahead and decided to color my bear in the browns. So I'm going to be using the E55, 23, and 57. You can make it a polar bear if you like, but I chose to make it a brown bear. I was a little bit bummed because it looks like my 23 is drying out. I've had a lot of problems lately with a few of my Copics that they must have a crack in the cap or in the body of it, and so they dry out really quick, and I'm really bummed because I'm going to have to end up buying a new one. Now I've just added a little bit of the green and the reds to the scarf and to his hat, and I think he's finished. I don't need a whole lot more on this one. And here with this winter greeting, it's again going to be a super simple snow globe. I'm just going to color the bottom of it, and just because I think the red with the red is actually really pretty. Now instead of going with the blue around the outer edge of the snow globe, I'm going to use the grays and it's going to be the T1 and 3, and then I just kind of go back over it with my my zero blender. I just think that it kind of softens the edges a little bit more on it. Now, so for these snowmen, I'm going to be very simple coloring. They don't need a lot, so I'm just going to add a little bit of blue around the edges of them just to give them a little bit of a shadow. And then the snowbank, I am coloring it the same way as I did the bear. I'm going to put a little bit of the BV 000 in it just to give a little bit of a nice winter hue. And then I'm using the B000 and I think the B00. Now, I'm always making mistakes when I'm coloring with my Copics, but it's really easy to kind of repair that. Just with my blender brush, I just dab it on and then I press it with my finger to kind of press it through the paper, and most likely we'll get it to the paper on below, but it works really well. When I kind of craft by the seat of my pants, and I really wasn't sure what color I was going to use for the base of this particular snow globe, I ended up going with the pinks, the RV 10, 13, and 14, and I just think they're really pretty. I think it looks really nice with that blue. And here I'm hello kitten. So here I'm just going to go ahead and do some more second generation stamping. I'm going to do little snowflakes around the snowman and the blueberry cheesecake. Again, it's that second generation, so it's not quite so dark, so I just do it onto a scrap piece of paper that I had next to me. Well, friends, that's pretty much it for these tags. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. Until next time, bye.